Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Gray here. Welcome back to another video. And today we're doing an episode of Jumpstart. I'm here with...
My name is Seth.
How much do you make? What is your income per hour?
Per hour?
Per diem.
It's in between 10 and 15.
Okay.
Plus,
you're either really poor or doing all right.
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
It's in between those two, and we get tips added on.
Not to income shame. Sorry, please don't cancel me.
No, income shame.
Oh, so you make between $10 and $15.
10 and 15 an hour, and between those two, and we get tips added on to our check, so it increases it by another $2 to $3 an hour.
Okay, and then how many hours do you work?
In between,
like per week?
Depends on the week. Sometimes it's as little as 25, 27 to like as much as 38, 40.
Okay. It's a very broad range.
Yeah, it is.
So on the low end, hold on, I'm bad at math.
30.
If it's $10 an hour times
$300.
Okay. Versus $15 an hour times 40 hours a week. So anywhere from $300 to $600 a week.
Yeah.
Okay. I should mute my phone. Okay. So that's a very difficult range to budget, man. No. We'll figure that out the farther we get into this episode. $300 to $600 a week. Mm-hmm. How do you feel? What is that? So that's either $1,200 to $2,400 a month.
Roughly.
Yeah. How do you feel living off of that in Tyler? You live in Tyler? Where do you live? Give me your address.
I live at 13.
Clip it. Fill in the rest. Use AI. You can figure it out. His social, actually, I have it.
Do you actually have it on there?
No, I don't think. I doubt they. Hold on. Let me hold your bank statement.
The address that's on there is not my current address either.
Okay, so you're not in Lindale.
I am in Lindale, just not that Lindale.
Oh, okay. This is exciting. I'm gonna read this crap off. I'm excited. Oh, there's can you see it? You can't see it.
No.
Perfect. Okay.
I can see it.
I'm gonna read through it.
Okay.
At some point.
Okay.
But so where do you live now? Is it Van?
It's Lindale.
It's Lindale. Okay.
Yeah, pretty close to the high school.
So where do you work? Where do you work?
I work at a licensed Starbucks.
A license?
A licensed.
Can you have an unlicensed Starbucks?
No, there are licensed Starbucks and there are corporate Starbucks.
What's the difference?
So the corporate ones are the ones that you see all in Tyler. They have their own dedicated store.
Okay.
So they have a drive-through, things like that. The licensed stores are the ones that you see inside of libraries, inside of grocery stores.
Like Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, like Barnes and Noble, Target. I'm pretty sure that airports, those are licensed as well.
Oh, okay. And they're in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, they buy the license to use Starbucks' logo and their product.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel working there?
I like it.
You're just saying that.
I like it because I've been having some issues with because we're going into a school year and me being graduated, I can work full time year round. But these kids can't. And so a lot of times we have people who are, as they should be focusing on school, but they don't have time to dedicate their time to work.
Yeah.
And so when they come into work,
this generation, man, I'm telling
so
you, these
lazy.
kids.
They're doing better than me. I didn't have a job when I was in high school. But with that, they have a lot more stress. I can tell that half the time when they walk into work, they're just
yeah, they're just kind of over it already.
They're so done. And it's hey, we got to close this store. Yeah. And you're sitting there on your phone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, other than that,
you tried the good old backhand?
I have tried that one time. Yeah, but then I got sued. So.
Oh. That happened to you too? Okay, so is Starbucks the long-term goal? You want to own a Starbucks with your entire life?
No.
Is that your meaning of life? What's the career goal? What's the move? Wait, you said you went to school. What did you go to school for?
Theater.
Okay, so what's the career goal?
I'm broke.
What's the career goal?
In the grand scheme of things, in a perfect world, I would be the next Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman. I don't know. Just the first.
He's pretty attractive.
The first people that.
Do you have the abs
no,
Hugh? Okay.
No.
You a huge jacked man.
The only reason that Hugh has the abs that Hugh does is because he's on steroids.
100%.
Yeah, you can't get that in shape.
He doesn't claim to be natty.
I guess yeah.
You said Hugh Jackman. He did more musicals. Are you thinking more Broadway stuff? Or are you thinking comedy, action?
I like being on stage, but I like being behind the camera more. I know that sounds kind of
yeah.
weird, but I like.
I've heard weirder on the
like
show.
me, whenever we were at CCM,
Yeah.
being the director of photography was my favorite things because I got to set up the shots and like put my visions behind the camera or in front of the camera. Really,
That's why I like doing this crap. Look at this. Look at your pretty little angle. Half this episode is just gonna be sarcasm.
Yeah.
I swear. With that being your career goal, we'll kind of shift the conversation a little bit. How do you feel financially in terms of like your financial knowledge, how you're doing right now?
Okay. Right now, I feel fine. What I am scared of is that me and my roommate, we do have to move pretty soon because the guy that we're living with right now, he's getting married. And so he's like, hey.
You gotta get out.
Yeah.
When is that happening?
November sometime.
Okay, so you have a little bit of time, but
Quite a bit of
it's
time
coming
to
up.
Save up some money and then apply for apartments and stuff like that. But
okay, are you thinking about moving to Tyler?
Yeah.
Or you think
Tyler, or if there's a better option in like Lindale or something, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But
Are you gonna keep working at Starbucks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna switch to a corporate location.
Do they make more there?
Yes,
or is it, okay.
They make a lot more there.
That's fair.
So I'm a shift lead. Basically, I'm in charge of the kids,
Of the little people.
Of the little people.
Okay. So how much is your rent right now then?
$300 plus.
That's so fantastic.
I know, it's cheap. $300 plus utilities, which can be anywhere. Oh my God, it could be anywhere from $50
Yeah.
to $100.
On here I have it where you spent about $366.
Yeah, so it was
For that month.
66.
So
And we're only paying for electricity.
yeah.
For utilities.
So out of everything you spent, rent was about 22.9%, which is about where you want it to be of your overall spending.
Oh, the Starbucks thing. So
Yeah.
I'm a shift lead at the Starbucks that I work at right now. And if I work at a corporate one doing the same job, I would be making it in between 15 to 20
Okay.
an hour. So
That would definitely help.
yeah. But it's not the one that I work at, it's not their fault that they can't pay me that way. It's just because we are licensed. We don't have the funding, like the backup of a corporate Starbucks.
Yeah.
We don't have
The
their
same
funding.
way, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, with that, I mean, we'll say somewhere down the middle, if that puts you at 17.5, and then you're working 40 hours a week, that's $2,800 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You could afford $700 in rent, give or take, comfortably, $700 to $1,000.
Yeah.
Which is, are you gonna live with the same roommate?
I think so.
Okay. Overall, part of this video and part of this whole show is kind of laying out where you want to be with where you're at now, and kind of building it's Jumpstart. It's giving you a jumpstart into getting to where you want to be. So, obviously, I guess the short-term goal would be to move out.
Yes.
Into a different place.
Yes.
By November. What is a little farther out? 25, 30, 35.
Go back to school and finish up.
Like a real
Yeah, I haven't gotten my associates yet.
Really?
Mm-mm.
How old are you?
I am 22.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Okay. Yeah. I thought you were like 35. My bad. I'm just kidding. We did the same things together in high school. I don't know why I said that.
Full disclosure, him and I have known each other for a while. You and I have only been like friends for like maybe
20 minutes. Oh.
Like what, a year or two?
Yeah, it's really when we started playing Apex.
Yeah.
All right, so let's think. So you want to go back to school? You're going to TJC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Finish up at TJC. I think it's just one semester left.
Okay.
So it's
and then do you have any student loans, or did you cash flow the whole thing?
It's just the
Do you have any debt?
Pell Grant, no.
That makes this video a lot easier to film now. Okay, so you go back to school, you finish your degree, you get your associates.
Oh, yep.
And then what is a job? I'm trying to think of what questions to ask. What job would you be looking for then with that?
I thought about being a theater director at like a high school or something, because I really loved one act in high school.
Yeah.
It's like a Texas exclusive thing, one act play. Or just UIL in general.
Yeah.
And I was like, my favorite memories of high school was one act play. And so I really wanted to try to maybe find a high school that doesn't pursue that as much and provide that experience for freshmen through seniors who, because you can get like scholarships and stuff
if you do it well. And
if you get like the state or something like that, you get a letterman. So people who don't like sports, who don't like FFA or don't like band,
the real ones, good people,
the normal people,
the normal ones.
I say that I'm a drummer. The people who maybe don't enjoy the other extracurricular stuff in high school, but they like competition, but they just don't have the ability to compete in those other things because they're not good or whatever. Like me, I liked football, wasn't good at it.
That's my thing with basketball. I liked it, and I was good up until 6th grade, and everyone else started getting good, and then I got very, very bad, very fast. I was fat too, so that probably didn't help. But this is the fun part. This is probably my most favorite fun part, because I get to point blank ask you questions about your spending. And so I kind of went through already, and I made a little graph of what you spent in, what month was this? June. So I have all your spending kind of categorized down to the haircut. I got the haircut, man. I found the charge.
Did I get a haircut in June?
You got a haircut in June. It was $23. Or you paid for somebody's haircut. I don't know.
You're right. I did. I got a trim.
I know. I know all. I know everything.
He's like, why are you telling me
this? I have your spending. I know everything.
Okay.
Okay, so a few things before we go through your spending. Mobile deposit. Is that just you getting paid?
I can't see it.
Oh. Is that just you getting paid? I can show you it on here.
Mobile deposit. What does it look like on the statement?
It just says mobile deposit.
That's all it says. That's probably FAFSA.
Check deposit mobile. It's that second to top one. It just said check deposit mobile. It was the majority of your income, which is why.
Okay, yeah. This is before we started doing direct deposit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. My pages are getting unorganized. 3 out of 7, 4 out of 7. Okay. There we go. There are my pages. I don't need that one. All right. So yeah, you've got. Can I say the numbers? Are you cool with that?
I don't care.
Okay. You got $1,568 that came in on mobile deposit, and then TJC gave you $152. What was TJC?
I was a work study.
What is that?
So
that's somebody who doesn't go to college.
Yeah. So basically, whenever you can apply to work for TJC underneath one of your professors. So for me, example, I worked underneath all of our theater professors. So I would just be like, they'd be like, hey, go do this. And I'd be like, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And just go do it.
Yeah.
And you get paid minimum wage just to be at school. At school and work. Yeah. It's pretty sweet deal.
And then you got transferred in $22.22. I think if I look back through, it's really just like maybe a couple Venmos or Cash Apps.
Probably. Yeah.
Like just little stuff like that. And so overall, for that specific month was $1,742. So not bad.
What, spending or
income?
Income. Okay.
Is that okay to put in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you worked 82 hours. No, I'm just kidding. And then your spending's broken down where rent obviously is going to be the biggest portion, which is typically normal for most people spending. At least it should be. Is $366. $36. That'd be great. Imagine. No, $366 on rent. $342 on groceries. That's a lot of groceries. Do you go to Walmart a lot and just get? Okay, that makes sense. And then eating out was $266. Not the worst I've seen. Kind of makes sense, especially. You have a girlfriend, right?
No.
No, not anymore.
Not currently.
Did you have it at this time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes eating out make more sense. And then we had vape and convenience, $241.
Yeah. So combined, it'd be vaping / like monsters.
Yeah, because there was a lot of charges. Like June, this is the month of June. June 1st, you spent you got 3 charges at Exxon.
Yeah.
Just on June, just on that one day. And it was like $2, $1, another $2. And then June 2nd, it was another like $8, another $4. It's a lot of these little charges.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to fully categorize it.
So all those ones that are like less than 5, those are all like monsters.
Okay. And then I had a few that's like 6, 8. There was like an $11 one. Stuff where I knew it probably wasn't gas.
Yeah, the 6, 8 at Exxon. Those are like a monster and like a deli item or something.
Okay. Then you got $135 on gas. Not crazy. And we did 64 on gaming. What'd you get? Do you remember what game you bought? You got, let's see, 2164 on Steam. And then you got another.
Let me see.
Honestly,
it was
there. And you got another. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
It was probably Apex coins.
Bruh.
Kidding.
Yeah, and then you spent another 43.29.
Yeah, it's definitely Apex coins.
You're the reason that they were trying to charge for the battle pass, aren't you?
I'm the reason that I have 3 heirlooms.
You have 3? Who'd you get?
I have Wraith, Octane, and Watson's.
Let's see. Your gym was. Let me look.
I think it's like 37.
Well, you spent 53.04. I think, yeah, you're right. It is 37 or something like that per month. And then you've got.
Which I was grandfathered in because they started a new policy. So
what gym do you go to?
Fusion in Lindale.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
So they started a newer policy. So when my roommate got a membership.
This is 42.21.
That's probably what it just depends. They started a new thing where they make you pay bi-weekly. And I still only pay monthly. And so he was getting popped.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. He was getting
charge more but make it look less, maybe?
Probably. But
it's weird.
It was for me. It was like 1 year membership, 2 year membership. Choose 2 years cheaper, 1 year's more expensive. I chose the 2 year because I'm gonna be going for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
And for him, it was 18-month or 2 years.
Yeah.
There was no other option. And then he would get popped bi-weekly, and sometimes he would get popped like $80 in one time. And so we called them. And they were just like, "Oh crap, sorry," and they just took it off.
That's insane.
I think.
Your phone was $29.05. Is that just your phone bill? I can't remember.
I just got a new phone bill, so I don't know if that's actually my phone bill.
It might have been Apple. Oh no, there's a separate section for that. I've thought this through. I'm trying to think. What was it? Was it you DoorDash? You DoorDash Sonic?
Yeah.
Why?
The tip that I give them is what I would spend in gas getting there.
That's fair. What'd you get?
I always get the chicken sandwich.
Like it's $25.
The crispy chicken sandwich.
Was it worth it? Okay. That's fair. I DoorDash Ruby's right up here.
I have no idea.
It's Mexican.
Oh.
And they make the little doblados, which is those little birria tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it was a Verizon phone bill for $29.05. So not a bad phone bill. Is your phone paid off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you use now? Do you still use Verizon or do you?
Yeah. So it's Total Wireless, but now they rebranded to Total by Verizon. So it's Total Wireless. It's like Straight Talk.
Okay.
So it's like a Walmart thing.
You paid for a haircut?
Yep.
Looks all right.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Miscellaneous $17.88. Shopping $17.31. I don't even remember what the shopping was.
I don't either. That was a couple months ago.
Subscriptions $9.59. I think that's just Rocket Money. Do you like the Rocket Money? You're like the third
person. I forgot that I
person
was paying for
I've talked to. Okay.
That's the biggest.
Have you canceled it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't cancel. I lowered it down to like $1 because you can change how much you pay for it. I lowered it down to like, I think like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
So it's like pocket change now. But before, it was like $10.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that you could change it, and I was like, I'll give him $10 just for the first month or so. I forgot about it.
And then Apple bills, you got $32.11, and then so total you spent including rent $15.98. So you had an excess of like $200, give or take, or $150.
Yeah.
Okay. Does this look like a typical month? Or
Probably.
Is this like above average, below average?
I have really bad like ADD, ADHD, so a lot of stuff that I feel like I should know, I just don't. So as far as this like being normal, hold on, I'm gonna die real quick.
It's okay. You want a drink? You can have some gasoline.
Some gasoline that's empty.
You want another one?
No,
you want Prime? Logan Paul hooked me up with the lemonade.
What's Prime?
You don't know what Prime is?
I know it's Logan Paul's thing, but I've never tried it.
It's like Gatorade, but it's supposed to be better.
Isn't it like worse though?
Kinda. Neither of them are good. Like, you want to try one?
Sure.
There's lemonade.
What's the best flavor other than lemonade? Because I don't really like lemonade.
I like lemonade. I like Here, I'll try one with you.
I don't like lemonade.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah. I love them scolding him for being nice. Strawberry. Oh, yeah, strawberry watermelon. Strawberry watermelon.
Yeah. It's actually not that bad. Here, we'll get the prime. This is gonna be a YouTube short.
Okay.
All right.
God, I sound like my back in the mornings.
What do you think?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah.
It's not bad.
The lemonade one, it's not as sour as lemonade, so it's kind of sweet.
Have you tried this one before?
Yeah. You want to swap? You want to try mine?
Yeah.
Okay. We can take a hit of each other's.
Let me get a drag.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's actually pretty good.
It's sweet, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me do the. I'm
Only
gonna.
20 calories?
Yeah. It's 20 calories, a bunch of electrolytes. It's 10% coconut water.
Oh, coconut water. That's what it is. I was like, there's something different about this. So, yeah, this seems like a pretty normal month to me.
This is normal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then going forward, I'm trying to think. So the end of this video will be us making a budget. But going forward, is there anything that you think is added now that time has kind of gone on? You think there's going to be new bills that are going to go away?
What?
Why are you still holding it?
Why am I still holding it?
Yeah, the bit's over.
You're right. The bit's over.
I mean, you can still hold on. Let's get the sponsorship. Avoda Vending needs some free Prime. Okay, it's one of our best-selling products.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's like really annoying how much we sell of this Prime. Because I was telling Zayden, I was like, I really hope that this doesn't work. Because I don't want to like have to constantly send money to Prime.
Yeah.
But they sell so well and the margins on them are great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, is there any bills that you're like, I think that's probably going to go away or that looks a little bit different? Obviously, you said you stopped vaping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still get a lot of the convenience stuff? Like, do you still?
Yes, like
Okay.
Monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still get a lot of that.
Okay. If we could fit it into a grocery budget, do you think you would go and get like a 24
Oh
pack
yeah,
of Monster
easily.
and
Save the
Depending
money
there?
depending on how much they are, if it's like worth it to get
Well,
a
I
bunch
know
at a time.
on Amazon, I'm trying to think, what flavors do you like at Monster?
The white ones,
Oh, you're just like me. All right, so white.
exclusively the white
Monster.
ones.
The correct one.
I will drink a blue one.
You
but
can
I
get a
don't
pack of 15 for $24. So
What is that each?
like $1.25.
Oh, that's cheaper than going to a store.
Yeah. Even if I'm wrong, it's like $1.50.
Right,
It's going
right,
to be
right.
way cheaper, and you can drink as many as you want. I mean, realistically, I hope you're healthy. That should last you a month. 15. Do you drink one every day? Close to it.
If I don't drink that, I'm drinking espresso, like just straight, like a double shot.
Do
Blonde.
you get that for free at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just go to the back to the espresso machine, and I just queue up a double blonde ristretto shot and just
Yeah.
down it. Sometimes a triple, depending on the day. But the carbonation is what really gets me. I like
Yeah.
the carbonation, so that's why I like Monster.
That's fair.
Because they have a lower carbonation compared to most soda,
Yeah.
but the flavor makes up for
It's
it.
there. Yeah. Okay. Well, here, so we can go ahead and start making you an actual budget.
Deal.
And by no means do you have to use it, but it is a good kind of setup to say.
Why would I
this
not?
yeah.
Because I don't have one. I'm just kind of like, hey, I make this much. Okay, let's spend this much.
So is
Oh, I do have something new that isn't on here.
okay.
I
What you got?
have a automatic. So Capital One allows me to automatically take a percentage of my checkout and throw it into my savings account. I just started doing that.
Okay.
So I think it's in between. It's like something in between 20 to 30% of my check, no matter the amount.
Yeah. And then, are you making what would be an accurate amount? And you don't have to tell me how much you're working or how much you're not working if you don't want to, but an accurate amount of what you think is going to come in on a normal month. Let's say we'll plan for November. How much do you think in November and onward in a normal month should come in from Starbucks or from everything?
In between, I think 15 to 17.
Okay. I'm going to aim
on the
for
low end.
On the low end, 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so there's on the average. There's an average of 4.3 weeks every month. Okay, now I'm doing this math wrong. So let's do. This is what I would be getting every month if I maxed out 35.
$38,000 a month.
God, I wish.
Okay. So Total income coming in.
If I got 35 hours every single week, but I don't.
Okay.
That's
then you want to just, I'll shoot on the lower end and just say an even 2K.
Sure.
For a budget?
Yeah.
And so let me try that here. Okay. So we will say income 2,000.
Okay.
And so rent maximum.
We're moving in. We're hopefully going to be moving into an apartment pretty close to TJC. We're looking at Fox Run this upcoming week. We're going to take a tour of that.
Okay.
And the rent there is about $1,200. So $600.
Okay, that's kind of good because I was about to say the maximum I want you to spend is $600.
Yeah, $600 each.
And then what's your car insurance
$100
situation? $100. Perfect. And then what does it say on here for subscriptions? Does it say anything?
$9.59.
Okay. Do you have any other subscriptions now that I wouldn't have seen in that statement?
If you count the gym as a subscription, because technically
that's a different line item. But let me think.
I'm trying to think because it's like a lot of stuff that is Apple is also subscription. So I have iCloud, I have Apple Music. And
Apple Music? People use that?
Yeah, I love Apple Music.
I'm gonna leave a donation link down below to get him Spotify. No, I'm just kidding. Who uses Apple? Whatever.
It's on my phone. I didn't feel like downloading something else.
You want to be on my Spotify plan? I'll let you be a part of the cool kids club.
Granted, I know that there's more music on Spotify because it's easier to put your music on Spotify.
Yeah, it is.
But all the stuff that's easier to put on there, I don't listen to.
Yeah.
So
you're not in the indie space.
No, if I'm
you listen to Adele on repeat, don't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I listen to
Hello.
I listen to Pink Guy on repeat.
That's actually not bad.
Do you know who Pink Guy is?
No idea. I listen to like a G6 on repeat. Okay, subscriptions. If you have a guess without including the gym, what do you think you spend?
Without including the gym, no more than $15.
Perfect. And then do you have health insurance?
No.
Okay.
I do, but I don't pay for it.
Okay.
Not yet.
And
I'm not 25 yet.
How much you spend on groceries on here?
Groceries, it says $342. I want to increase that and lower the eating out.
Okay.
Because I know I can.
I will give you 400 yeah, I'll give you 400 for groceries. And then how much was your gas?
$135, but that might go lower.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll give you $100 for that.
Especially if I live in Tyler and I'm near everything.
Yeah.
Because Fox Run is pretty close to the Highway 31 Starbucks.
Yeah.
So I just drive right down the road.
Okay, and then how much you spend on the gym? How much is that? I think it's 40.
I don't know because you've seen 42 and I've seen 37.
I'll put $50.
No, not that much.
I'm trying to think. Do you know how much? Will it tell you?
I'll look at my most recent one.
And then anything at what did you just mentioned something? Was a savings thing? Like
yes.
30%. Okay.
Yeah, I think it takes like 20% of my income out.
20%. Okay, so then that's
the low end.
Okay, we'll say 500 goes to savings. Okay.
Let me check the gym thingy.
Okay. And then in that case, I'm not loving this. It's not bad, but it's not good. If your gym is a little bit lower, which it probably is.
What did you put on there?
I just put $50 for now because I'm just waiting on that. I put shopping for $50, eating out for $100, gas for $100, groceries for $400, and then miscellaneous at $100. Miscellaneous is just like
yeah, you're right. It's $42.21.
Okay, 42. Okay.
I don't know what I saw. That was 37.
So yeah, rent maximum is $600. If you can get it anywhere below that, if you can find something where maybe it's like $550, you're at about 30% of your income going towards rent.
Okay.
And any finance bro on YouTube, that is the maximum you want to spend.
Okay.
Because anything over 30% and you're getting dangerous to where it's like you can't really save or invest or spend money on literally anything else because it's all going to your housing and living.
Yeah.
Insurance I have at 100, subscriptions 15. If you get hurt, screw you. You don't need. You're young. You're immortal until proven otherwise.
Yeah. Until tested.
Theoretically, if you could get, you're at $2,000, $7.21.
Mm-hmm.
So you're $7 over budget.
Okay.
But we also went on the lower end of your income. That's also with saving $500.
Oh, okay.
So
every month?
Yeah. So with that, I like the fact that you're saving that much. You really only need about $1,200 to live. If you're not saving or spending anything. Or really, I should. Here, wait, actually, that's not accurate because the gym I consider a need.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll be moving to Tyler anyway, so I might talk to them because like they have a contract thing going on, where it's like, hey, if you're moving, you can get off the contract, and we're not going to make you pay for the rest of it.
So yeah, rent is $600, insurance is $100. We got subscriptions at $15, gym at $42.21. I have your groceries at $400, gas at $100, miscellaneous at $100.
Should we sync clap again for the?
Nah, I got it.
Okay.
Shopping at $50, and then eating out at $100, and then I have you putting $500 away in savings, which puts you about $2,007.21, or in other words, $1,257.21, or 62.86% of your spending going towards your fixed expenses, $500 towards saving or a quarter, and then $250 or 12.5% going to spending. So if you don't end up eating out that month, or you save money there, or you don't really do any shopping, or your miscellaneous is just like an why did I need paper towels or something stupid. Like it's just the stuff you forget is included in there. And so really I think, if you can consistently get $2,000 a month and your rent is at that $600, because it's at 30% of your income right now. So really keeping it there or under. Most people kind of play jump rope between 25 to 30%. And so staying in that kind of area is where you want to be. Obviously, if you can get it lower, great, but most people can't. And so, because typically your income reflects the stage of life that you're in. Right. For like 99% of Americans. And so, honestly, I think that lays out a budget pretty well. If there is a way to get your fixed expenses lower, you were saying you could cancel your gym, and come here. Would
that looks?
I'm not saying get an apartment complex because they have a gym, but if it does work out, it might be worth it to see if you can put your gym membership in the $600 you have for rent. Right. And
then just cancel the
fusion. Because then that would.
If I live in Tyler, I'm not going to go to Lindale to work out anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Or if you can just find a gym cheaper than that.
Either way, I would cancel Fusion.
Yeah.
If and when I moved.
You can end up sharing on all those areas. And really, because in your situation, at your income, not that it's bad. I think, one, for your age, you're doing pretty good. For your living situation, you're not anywhere beyond your means. You're not in debt. Personally, and this is just me, and I cannot give financial advice on the internet. This is just what I would do if I'm in his situation. My lawyers advised me to say that. So me personally, if I was in your shoes, this is not advice.
I'm ignoring his advice.
Exactly. Yeah. If I was in your shoes, I would build up. Do you have any savings at all? A little bit.
It just started.
Okay.
Like this month, I just.
What are you at?
There's like a couple hundred.
Okay. Personally, because you need $1,257 to live. I would get a savings account with about $4,000 in it, and I would just build that up. I like even round numbers, so I would get mine to $5,000. That's just because I like even round numbers. But really, you need about $3,750, and that's 3 months of everything you need to survive. So rent, eating, insurance. Okay. You can still go to the gym. You still have subscriptions. You still have gas to get places. Yeah. It's just broken down as a percent of this budget. It just cuts out the eating out, shopping, miscellaneous, and the savings. It just cuts all that out. Okay. And it's just bare bones what you need to live, because that'll give you some options. Because then if you ever if you lose your job and you need to find a new one, you're not scrambling and getting a terrible job within 3 days. You can take a week, apply a bunch of places, do some interviews, decide what you want to do, because you have that backup. Yeah. But then after that, that'll probably take you at a $500 a month savings rate if you're trying to get to that $5,000, 10 months to get there, which is not bad. You could do it faster if you get any extra income, or if you cut out like eating out or shopping just for a few months. And if you didn't want to get to a round number like 5K, you could, if you wanted to do 4, you could do that a lot faster. 6 months, you have a full like 3-month emergency fund. After that, you said you're 22?
22.
Okay. After that, if you did set up any form of, do you have anything in investments or retirement?
I have an account, but it's not like I don't.
Do you know what kind?
It's a Roth IRA.
Okay. Do you have anything in it?
Yeah, we put a little something in there a while back. So my uncle, he might still be, I don't know. He worked for Primerica. He worked for Primerica, right? The MLM.
Is he okay?
He's fine. Yeah.
No, like mentally.
Oh, I don't know.
Is he all there?
I don't know. Yeah.
That was a shot. Anyway, keep going. He
Yeah.
worked for Primerica.
I'm not a huge fan of Primerica.
It's a scam. Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
This is why I have a lawyer.
Maybe back in the day it wasn't, but yeah. Anyway.
It's so bad.
Multi-level marketing. Yeah, so he was doing that. But he wasn't, I didn't get to the point where I was licensed or anything like that. He was just like, hey, here's some advice. You should open up a Roth IRA account and invest money. And you'll be making compound interest, all this stuff. Stuff that I should have learned in high school, but didn't.
Yeah.
So we had that account set up, and I wasn't 18 at the time, I don't think.
Oh, it was a custodial account?
Yeah. So
okay.
I think it might be under my name now, but I don't know how to get to it. I can easily shoot him a text and be like, hey, can I have stuff?
Personally, I would do that just to get all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
That way you're not, when you're 65, you're like, hey, where's that one account? Or you're going to end up getting more accounts over your life.
He's going to be dead. So.
Yeah. Or you're going to I didn't think about that. Or you're going to end up over your lifetime maybe working for employers and getting employee matches.
Right.
Or you're going to open up a few separate accounts on your own or making investments the older you get. And it's going to fall to the wayside and you're going to forget it exists and you're leaving money on the table.
Right.
So I would ask him for that. I don't know how much is in there, so I'm going to assume you start from zero. But if you,
I don't remember how much I put in there. For a while I was putting $50 a month, $50 to $100 a month.
Okay.
But this was like I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
It was. I think this was. Yeah, this is right when COVID happened. Like the same year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably have at least a decent amount in there. What you can do, I'll say is
no. It wasn't. It was the summer before COVID.
Okay.
Summer before COVID. I hadn't turned 18 yet. That's when we started doing it, and then went back to school. Completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then
So that's where. So I'll say you're starting from zero. If you get the information, you can just roll it into the same account.
Right.
And then it's just nice to have. So you're 22. We'll say you start from zero. If it takes you 10 months to get that emergency fund, which it probably won't, it'll probably take roughly 6 because we aimed so low on your income.
Mm-hmm.
If you get any gifts or you spend less one month, which the longer, if you follow the budget, the more likely you are to spend less. There's just like there's just psychology behind it of the less, like the more strictly you look at your numbers, the less money you just spend because every dollar becomes like this like monumental thing. So we'll say at 10 months, when's your birthday?
March 30th.
Okay, you'll be 23 by then. So we'll say at 23 with that decent emergency fund, and then it takes about $1,000 to open one. You can get different ones. There's ones you can get for less, some you can get for more. Mine took about $1,000 to open.
Okay.
But then you can put as much as you want or as little. So we'll say you add $1,000, and then if you put $50 a month, let's see, that's 50 times 12. I'm good at math. 600. 600. And then you want to retire.
600. I thought it was 640. I don't know why I thought that.
If you just stated that, it would be 138 grand by the time you retire, which is not bad. Obviously, the older you get, the more you add.
It's not millions, though.
It's not. Do you want to know how easy it would be to get to millions, though?
Yeah. I would love to.
Roughly $350 a month, which once you're already at that savings rate, you don't have to make any more. You just change how much you're saving. Right. And you can have about $1 million by the time you retire. Conservatively, if you get even just a better rate, you could have 2.1 if you get a 10% return. Mine's at like 10.5 right now. So even at just that medial Yeah, like this would say if you were at the rate that I'm at 10.5, $4,000 a year, 2.4 million. And so 4% of that.
That's plenty. I mean, I don't even.
What's 4% of 2.485 million? That's about 100K a year of just an income coming off of that when you're retired. So
wow,
not insane numbers. And after inflation, it's gonna be like $9. No, I'm just kidding. After inflation, it's probably closer
if and when
to 75.
The current president is out of office.
I'm trying to think. Any other questions or anything for me?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.